Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Very important development, big news for some, and that is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. suspended his campaign and he endorsed the other candidate, Mr. Donald Trump. So, Robert F. Kennedy endorses Donald Trump. Now, for those who believe in the system, for those who don't believe in the system, so let's see what's going on here. First, you see here, this is the title. Robert F. Kennedy suspends presidential campaign, backs Donald Trump. Really? And here you have Robert F. Kennedy suspends his campaign for president, endorses Donald Trump. This is the first subject. The second subject will have to do with, and we're going to discuss the first one, who helped Trump in convincing Robert F. Kennedy to back and endorse Donald Trump. Who could that be? That's the second one. And the third one, well, criminals enjoy the company of criminals, some might say, right? So, Donald Trump organizes a gala with the rioters from January 6th. So, a felon organizes a gala with the felons. That's great news. All right, let's go and start with the beginning. Let's read this article from Associated Press. This is from today, the 23rd of August, 2024, at 3:28 p.m. Right now it's 3:54 p.m. Eastern Time. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says he's suspending his presidential bid and backing Donald Trump. I received an email, by the way, directly from Donald Trump informing me that. Now you see, they already started a long time ago to portray this guy as a weirdo. How? This is one example. They couldn't find a better picture. I remember one of my children, when she was a minor, said, why is Trump, what's wrong with Trump? That was in 2016, 2015. What's wrong with Trump? I said, what do you mean? He's always like crazy looking. I said, based on what? Well, on pictures, on, if you go online. I said, well, that's exactly what these guys want you to think about Trump, that he's a crazy guy. So this guy started, the media operatives, a long time ago, portraying this guy as a crazy conspiracy theorist and a garbage of a human being. He's got that half Jewish Kennedy, if you remember that guy, that played the violin at Democratic Convention. You know his name? All right, I mentioned him yesterday in a video. And part of the family, he's promoted nowadays. Why? Schlossenberg, that's his name, last name, but hey, he's a Kennedy. And they take pictures of him and publish pictures only from certain angles where he doesn't look too much with a long beak, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so let's go back to this one. So we're going to find out a lot of extra things that we didn't about Robert F. Kennedy. That this media operatives had in their sleeves and they were waiting. Now we're going to find out a lot of hanky-panky this guy allegedly, reportedly, or possibly has done. Robert F. Kennedy said Friday he is suspending his independent presidential bid and is backing Donald Trump. Kennedy said his internal polls had showed that his presence in the race would hurt Trump and help Democratic nominee Kamala Harris. Oh, that's exactly what it is. Exactly. He cited free speech, the war in Ukraine, and a war on our children as among the reasons to try to remove his name from the ballot in battleground states. Now, besides, because we have such a system, a special system, these guys could not put his name on a ballot on some states. That means he's screwed. What's up, cat? Are you coming here? He's gonna come here. Well, unfortunately for him, I got something here to celebrate. And there he is, mofo. Cheers. So anyway, he's behind there. Boom. All right, so let's move on. So he said, I can put my name on some states on a ballot. So I can't win. So who am I gonna hurt? Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the balls. Well, this ball, left one, or in this case, right one. Let's go. Kennedy said he's turned the polls, these are the principal causes that persuaded me to leave the Democratic Party and run as an independent, and now to throw my support to President Trump, Kennedy said. However, he made it clear that he wasn't formally ending his bid and said his supporters could continue to back him in a majority of states where they are unlikely to sway the outcome. Kennedy took steps to withdraw his candidacy in at least 2 states late this week, Arizona and Pennsylvania. All right, this is the one. Let's see who were the people who swayed, supposedly because he's so easily maneuverable, intimidated, and fooled. Personal wine, I made it. Yum, yum, yum. From the production in the vineyard winery. It's about time to start picking them so I can crush them and then squeeze them and then drink them. All right. So who are the guys who convinced possibly Robert F. Kennedy to change? Right there. Sputnik. This is from yesterday. I sat on it because I was waiting for this piece of news. So, Tucker Carlson, Trump Jr. pushed Kennedy to endorse Donald Trump, reports. This guy. Da-da-da-da. Okay. Independent U.S. presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was I don't think he was pushed, to support the Republican nominee Donald Trump by people including journalist Tucker Carlson and the former president's son, Donald Trump Jr. NBC News reported, citing 2 sources familiar with the matter. Kennedy has not yet endorsed. Well, he just did. And now let's see how felons flock to felons. You remember when it was Kennedy? Was Kennedy? Or it was Reagan? Ich bin ein Berliner. I think it was Kennedy. But anyway, when he showed up at the Berlin Wall, the other guy was with Mr. Gorbachev. Tear down this wall. And everybody was like, yeah, okay. And Gorbachev said, yes, I'll do it for you. For old times' sake. Garbage. Anyway, so what happened? Remember when Robert F. Kennedy showed up in Berlin and said, Ich bin ein Berliner. I'm a Berliner. All right, now here. If that's the case, then we are all felons. Why? Fight for ideal outside of your personal interests. All right, let's go and see, look at this. Rioters, as in the Independent brand them. They could have been branded differently, right? And even worse. Trump will host an awards gala. They're gonna dance a little bit. Not not that kind. Maybe, who knows? Trump is already on that direction. Trump will host an awards gala for rioters who stormed the Capitol on January 6th. Did you see videos, as much as they allowed us to see, how they stormed the Capitol? Did you see? Well, I watched a lot of people walking through those cordons, through the Capitol. They didn't storm shit. Maybe they were not supposed to be there, trespassing, but some of them stormed. I agree with that. If they stormed, they should be punished as much as the guys with Black Lives Matter, with Floyd in Minnesota, in Kenosha, and so on. And Seattle, in Portland, Oregon, in Washington, D.C., they should be punished as much as the other guys who really shot, how do you call those things? Fireworks at federal buildings. Remember that one? In Seattle, was it? Don't hold your breath, my friends. All right, so let's go here and see what these rioters did with the other felon. Donald Trump has made yet another gesture of goodwill toward the Capitol riot convicts. He's planning to host an awards gala for them. Good for him. A J6 Awards Gala, organized by pro-Trump nonprofit The American Project, will be held at his Bedminster Golf Club in New Jersey on September 5th, with the former president and Rudy Giuliani among the invited but not confirmed speakers. All right, my friends, what do you think? You know what I realized with time is that, like in mafia organizations, and we are heading towards that big time, loyalty is the most important thing. Loyalty. That is, you don't get boom boom from the back or stabbed in the back like the First World War, they claim. Just conspiracy theory. And that's what you need. And you start with the family being, the most loyal because, that's something else. Blood and all that, and I helped you, you helped me. You have already a relationship. And then loyalty. Loyalty is one of the most important words. Remember Dana White when he talked about Trump and his two endorsements that he did in 2015 and a few months ago at Republican blah 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 convention? Well, he said he said he's a loyal friend. He admires loyalty. Well, why? We don't want to be while you sleep, or like Brutus with Julius Caesar on March 15th, 44 before Common Era. So you don't want that to happen. That's a mafia. Remember when Putin, that criminal, mafiosi, was asked what can't he forgive, and he said treason, like at least loyalty, and that's what he can't. Anyway, friends, here it is. What do you think this will change with Robert F. Kennedy and Trump? Well, I personally, I've never been a guy who just jumped over the cliff because someone else that I liked jumped over the cliff. I stopped and I was thinking, all right, let's see. I just follow that guy because he's LeBron James and he tells us that we should vote for X, Y, and Z. Or I'm making my own mind based on my information and my interest and my future and my children, my family, my community, my nation, my country. Bang! See, you died. God damn it. Anyway, that's want some wine. That's what the little gnat wanted. And he got death. Death and destruction. By the time I drink this, I finish this one, I'll be all dead. No, I'm not. I didn't drink anything. This is just, what the hell? I spilled something here. Came from my mouth or from this thing? Jesus Christ. Drunk already? I don't think so. Anyway, so what do you think will change? Well, some people will vote for Trump because, hey, this guy votes for, endorses him. But some people will be insulted. They will say, well, you are a traitor because you're not, meow, what the hell are you doing? You can't drink wine. No, you can't drink wine. Come over here. Okay, don't step. Okay, don't step on the key. Okay, keyboard. Now make up your mind. I know you want to do something. He wants to do something. And I'm not going to let him do something. All right. Because he's fast. Let's put it mildly. Okay, stay there. I'm going to hold this here because this guy is going to jump on it, on the glass. All right, so some people will feel betrayed. Like, what? We liked you. We don't want that guy or that woman. Now he's safe. He's behind. So it's back. Jesus Christ. You can drink wine. Yeah, smell it. All right, that's wine. You don't like that. Yeah. Don't come this way. You know what? You can't come this way. You got to go behind the laptop. Right. So that's what some jump to the Democrats? I don't think so. I think some will vote for Trump and some will not vote at all. That's what I think is going to happen. I don't think there will be people who are going to say, I'm probably going to be a small number of people that will vote for the Democrats, Kamala Harris, because, you know what, better than the crazy guy, right? The orange man bad. So that's what's with that. Regarding the other one with Tucker Carlson and Don Jr., I don't think so. They might have spoken to Robert F. Kennedy. He might have listened. He might have been offered more than Kamala Harris offered him. And it was kind of like strange, I think, would have been strange. Or the betrayal would be much greater. Let's say if Robert F. Kennedy said, you know what, I'm going to go with the Democrats again. Whoa, you just left Democrats. You were trashed by the Democrat operatives, by the media, like this, because you dared. And now you go back to kiss the ring. Well, they would make you a bigger loser than if you go with a crazy guy. So I think that what could be. But I don't know. Robert F. Kennedy seemed to me a principled man. And I don't think he was like, oh, he's offering me this, she's offering me that. That played a role, but I think he has more principle than, okay, you gave me more, Kamala Harris, I'm going to come to you after, I left the party and you trashed me like not her, not Kamala Harris, but, the operatives. So here is my friends. And the other one, Trump shows what he shows to his fellow felons. Remember, when you push the pendulum too much to one side, that will come on the other side and going to hit almost the same, right? And you keep pushing it higher, on the way back it's going to go higher, and so on. So when these guys are saying, oh, these guys, look at our felons, be careful of labeling, I don't want to say normal people, but people who think that they are balanced, they are, not extreme, in the middle. Be careful of labeling them as an extreme, because there's little psychological little theory that, you embrace the labeling and you're going to play the role. And some of them will be angry about being labeled what they are not. The weak will say, I'm not. Believe me, I'm not. You want me to suck it? I have to prove that I'm not? Those are the weak. The strong say, who the fuck are you? Yeah, you want me to show you that? All right. Or some of them will say, I don't care, man. I am what I am. All right, that's why if someone calls me a cracker, for instance, I don't give a shit. So, do I feel like one? Am I one? And if I am, why am I upset? And if I'm not, why am I upset? And who says that? Are you my father? Are you my mother? Are you my brother? Are you my friend? Are you someone whose opinions matter to me because I respect you? No, I give you maybe the minimum civil attitude. Or maybe Here is, my friends, here it is. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Even with this, remember the system, the guys who don't believe in the system? Why? After the 2020 elections, where the guy who showed up had full stadiums, and the other guy who showed up had 20 people, and the guy who had 20 people sold more albums than the guy who showed on the stadiums and filled the stadiums singing over there. That says logically the guy who has the popularity should have definitely won, versus the other guy who was like, who's there? 1, 2, 3, right? But he won with a record number. So thank you very much for being with me again today. Even if Trump gets elected, he's going to have 3 options. One, he's going to have a mini stroke, an accident. The other one, he's going to just have a heart attack, die in office. And the other one, he's not going to do squat. Why? Because the other ones, the second and third tier of the bureaucracy, will not allow him to do squat. Why? Like they didn't allow him in the first candidacy, the first time when he was in first term. And who did he surround himself with? When I saw, John Bolton, Kushner, his daughter, then the other guy, whatever it is, Perus, the first chief of staff. I mean, who the hell are these guys? And then as a vice president, that dense, limited killer, Pence. Now he's got Vance. Pence. I was like, man, you don't have people, loyal people around you. Well, you can hire a few. Wink, wink. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I'm always ready to serve my country. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Come on, where are you? Here.